looking for you. And it is time to clear the competition course. Check 1, 2. Roughly.
They're having a meeting, but I'm not going to go to it.
Got it. And getting ready to present awards for the 200 free relay for the ladies last night, the 800 free relay for the gentlemen. And right now, the competition pool is closed. Getting ready to present awards. And presenting the ladies 200 free relay, our medal winners from last night. In 8th place, New Albany Aquatic Club, Leah, Nebraska, Ava Dutton, Addison Dougherty, and Alexa Briseno. In 7th place, Nation's Capital, Emma Signa, Caroline Kilty, Alexa Morgan, and Gabby Hoyer. Nova of Virginia getting 6th, Jane Francis, Maddie Bynum, Mia Eubank, and Jasper Jones. Aquajets in 5th place, Claire Wilkie, Siggy Naimo, Morgan Thompson, and Bobby Simmons. In 4th place, Madison Aquatic Club, Bryn Sundell, Jane Garlock, Sulia Miller, and Annika Kieran. In 3rd, the NASA Wildcats. Getting the bronze, Vanya Goyakovic, Grace Koning Song, Olivia Music, and Sophia Fristake. In 2nd, the silver going to Edina Swim Club, Adeline Bagler, Kate Pulaski, Faith Lama, and Libby McCarthy. And number 1, getting the gold, Nation's Capital, Alyssa Sagel, Sadie Buckley, Emma Young, and Mackenzie Corey. And presenting the gentlemen's 800 free relay. In 8th place, Rockville Montgomery, Griffin Oler, Charlie Began, Trevor Donnelly, and Brig Barnett. 7th place goes to the NASA Wildcats, Devin Bone, Aiden Kaplan, Noah Chen, Evan Corno. In 6th place, New Wave Swim Team, Ethan Holloway, Mattus Ramel, Sam Marsteiner, and Drew Cito. FMC in 5th place with Lachlan Gant, Patrick Radigan, Matthew Ferguson, and Jovan Mihaly. Takeitlive. Nation's capital in fourth, Joey Coleman, Yaren Lee, Luke Dion, and Rafa Fontana. Aquajets getting the bronze, Patrick Curran, Jamie Salt, Benjamin Pay, Micah Davis. The Academy Bullets in second, the silver, Braden Nagel, Braden Kappen, Dan Janadis, and Jack Murphy. And number one, Nation's capital, Alex Gacholski, Lachlan Bartholomew, Quinn Caputo, and Finn O'Shea. And it is almost race time. We've got one more presentation. We want to big these swimmers up. We've got 10 ladies, 10 gentlemen. And I do believe they have their tickets. And we have one more presentation taking the zone behind the starting blocks, introducing the Team Select going to London. The NCSA London women's team, Zara Kokak from Excel Aquatics for the 200 fly. Nation's capital, Maya McCarney for the 100 breaststroke. Excel Aquatics and with Bryce Winsenreed for the 100 breaststroke. 200 free Academy Bullets, Paige Cole. In number 6 is Emma Signa. 200 back, 200 fly. Nation's capital is where she works out. Abby Chan of Huntsville Swim Association for the 100 freestyle. Edina Swim Club, the 100 free, the 200 free. Adeline Bagler. The 1650 freestyle. Point Aquatics, Ella Hafner. And the 1650 freestyle Corvallis Aquatic team, Zeta Mail. And ladies, if you could turn and face the camera at the end of your presentation. Presenting the gentlemen's team now. Aiden Terezas of Ozaki Aquatics, selected because of the 100 backstroke, the 100 breaststroke selection. Ian DeSaswe of the Fast Falcons. Matt Vadev, Harnett Age Group Swim Team, going to London. For the 100 breaststroke, Nation's capital, Alex Gacholski. For the 400 IM, Braden Kappen, Academy Bullets. The 200 back and the 400 IM. Rockville Montgomery, Griffin Oler. For the 200 back, the 100 back. Micah Davis, the Aqua Jets for the 100 freestyle. New Wave Swim Team, Mateus Ramel for the 100 freestyle. Owen Miklos, Nova of Virginia Aquatics for the 1000 freestyle. And Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner for the 1000 freestyle. That's on, I'll turn you on up here.
Well, what you're looking at there is the team, at least partial team, that's going to be going over to London to represent the NCSA. Welcome back to another night. We just introduced and gave new backpacks out to those who've already been named to the international squad, which is something amazing this group does. The National Club Swimming Association, Day 3, and of course I'm losing my voice. We will get through the evening. This is Day 3. The 400 individual medley is going to be our first event tonight. We have another rock-solid evening of competition. We'll go through girls 400 IM, boys 200 freestyle, girls 50 breasts. Here's our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. We are ready. 2026 NCSA Swimming Championships, Day 3, starting with the women's 400-yard individual medley. You see the E finalist lanes. At least you see 1 through 7. We do have 8 lanes. We have Lucy Ann Hefner, Marlins of Raleigh, Mary Ellen Lewis, Excel Aquatics, Abby Moore, Academy Bullets. Lane 4 is Gabby Hoyer, Nation's Capital. Lauren Canty, Long Island. Brantley Patterson, Nova, is in 6. 7 is Abby Carnes, according to my list anyway. And we're looking at your graphics. We'll get them corrected for you, thanks. And then lane 8 is Maya McCarney. So, yeah, well, I think that was the A finalist. We need the E finalist. And we'll get those. Here we go. Let's see. That's still the A finalists, and it lists. This event, always a challenge. In the first heat of our evening swim, we go with the 16 and under E final. Give the younger girls a chance if they just miss out on the 4 other heats we offer at night. This morning, Gabby Hoyer from Nation's Capital went a 4:26.86. She's in lane 4. Maya McCarney, her teammate, is over in lane 8, got in with a 4:29.14. So you see it's pretty tight from the morning times. Coming in the butterfly leg, very strong performance by Gabby. Also Mary Ellen Lewis in 2. Mary Ellen touches first with a 57.86. Gabby 58.1. – 100 yards, each of the competitive strokes. The record in this event, 4:05.50. Team Greenville's Lila Bognar, 2022. Now you see lane 5 is Lauren Canty in lane 1, Lucianne Hafner getting up into the mix with Mary Ellen and Gabby. Lauren touching first. She went a 32.3 on that 50 a bag. She's 2:04.8 at the halfway mark. Lauren in 5, Gabby in 4. Lucianne over here in 1 at the bottom of your screen. Pretty even. Lauren and Gabby, 37.99, 38.01. Lauren pulling away a little bit, representing Long Island Aquatic Club. Coach Dave, Coach Ginny do such a great job. She's turning first. She went 38.2 on that 50. Turns at 3:21.0. She's got about a 1.5 second lead over Gabby. Actually, out in lane 8. That was Maya with the great breaststroke leg. She was 36.3 on her last 50 of breaststroke. Lauren, 30.76. Maya, 31.1. Over in 8. He said this morning, Lauren was a 4:27. That time's going down. She is going to touch first. Lauren Canty in 4:21.10. All right. There she is. Oh, thumbs up. Good job, Lauren. Up next is going to be the D final. There's your results. D final coming up. There's our 8 swimmers. You can read them. McKinley Bussin, Caroline Linkus, Ali Casanovas, Hayes Williams, Bryn Sundell, Emily Heinz, Ella Hafner, and Abby Schneider. In the center of the pool, Hayes Williams, the 15-year-old from Nova, went a 4:25.03 to earn that middle lane. Abby Schneider from Team Greenville over in 8 with a 4:26.6. So the 8 young ladies separated by 1.6 seconds in the preliminary event. Strong fly over there, Bryn Sundell. She's out in 57.2. Bryn from the Madison Aquatic Club. A lot of these teams from up north had really big challenges traveling down here this year between the weather and everything else going on. Some of them ended up driving. Talked to a coach, drove down from Madison. Like, wow, that's some serious driving. But once you get here, no place you'd rather be. 33.6 on her first 50 of backstroke for Bryn. Holding on to the lead over here in lane 3, Ali Casanovas. She went a 33.7, so looking to give a chase here. Bryn 33.8, 204.7. And actually Abby Schneider moved in with that backstroke to the second position out in lane number 8. Lane 8's been hot all week. Great lane to sneak away. Bryn Sundell, 36.4 on her first 50 abreast. Seems to be in a pretty good position. Abby was a 37.5. Bryn Sundell Madison turning at 3:19.34. She went at 38 on that second 50. It's probably around a 1:14 breast split, maybe. Pretty good. Bryn Sundell looks to have this one in control. She's 30.8 on her first 50 of free. Next to her from Team Greenville, Emily Heinz threw down 29.4. She's making a move in freestyle. You see out in lane 8, Abby Schneider. But this is going to be Bryn Sundell at the finish for 19.45. Second to Abby, third to Emily. Thank you. And we are moving on to the next heat. This will be our C final. Lane 1, unattached is Farrah Klein. She does have the Long Island cap on, so I guess that's where she's swimming now. And next to her, from the Marlins of Raleigh, Annabelle Townsend. Lane 3, Morgan Thompson, Aqua Jets. Lane 4, Amelia Edwards, Nation's Capital. Blazing Barracudas, Catherine Dorsey is in 5. Ariana Aldiger, Nation's Capital 6. Frances Muir, Aqua Jets in 7. And Alex Siegel, Long Island, out in lane 8. Morgan Thompson, Aqua Jets, 26.95. Early lead, lane 3. And at the 100, Morgan's 58.14, just over Farrah Klein in lane 1 with a 58.7. Backstrokers making a move. Morgan still with the lead. She goes 32.9. Farrah was a 33.0, 33.2 for Annabelle. Those girls in the bottom of your screen. Lane 4 is Amelia Edwards. Coming to the halfway mark, Morgan's just ahead of Farrah, 2:05.6. 2:03.9 to 2:04.2. Yeah, that's more like it. With the big breaststroke leg, this is where so much happens. Morgan coming out strong, the Aqua Jet in lane 3. Still Farrah in second, right behind her. 37.6 for Morgan. 38.7. Catherine Dorsey goes to 35.4 in lane 5. Look at that breaststroke leg coming on. She's making a big move. Yep. You see the other side of the pool must be all breaststrokers. They're really moving on this leg. Lane 8's Alex Siegel. Morgan still with the lead. She goes 38.1 and turns it 3:19.7. Catherine moves up to second with her 36.7, and she's only second behind. There's the freestyle legs. Who's got them left? Look at Alex Siegel on the outside. Morgan Thompson turns first. She went 30.3, but Alex split a 29.3. Third place currently Catherine Dorsey, but she went 30.9, so it looks like it's Alex and Morgan. And Alex looking strong coming off that last wall. I'm thinking maybe Morgan sees her, maybe she can't. I don't know. But she's led the whole way till now, and now it is Alex Siegel for 18.58. Morgan 19.45. Ariana Aldiger with a great freestyle leg. 4:21 for third in the heat. All right. Good job, Alex. There's everybody's times. 2 heats remaining of the 400 individual medley. The B final stepping up right now. Lane number 1, you see in the white cap from Excel Aquatics, that's Zara Kosak. Next to her in 2, the red cap is Mia Eubank from Nova. Lane 3, Adina Swim Club, Kate Paulowski. Una Diaz, Long Island, is in 4. Emily Schneider, Team Greenville, in 5. 6 is Ella Zobak. She's unattached. Lila Wilbur, NCAP, in 7. And Layla Migletti from NASA Wildcat, all the way over in lane 8. And it's an outside smoke kind of thing on the first 50. Zara, lane 1, 26:54, leading the way. Girls over in lane 7 and 8. Lila and Lavla looking pretty good too. Lila Wilbur in 7, Layla Migletti. Layla in 8. But it is Zara, 56.64. Lila's second with a 58.2. Una Diaz looking good there in lane 4. Strong backstroke, but so far Zara still out ahead of this field. First 50 and back for Kosak, 32.3. 32.4 on the other end of the field, all the way out for Layla in lane 8. Pretty much 33 for everybody else. And Zara's going to hit the halfway at 2:00.91. Una Diaz with a good second 50 of back, moves into second position. She's about 2 seconds behind. And you can see Una's got a very nice breaststroke right there in the center of the pool, and she's already passed. She looks to have a very strong leg here. Lane number 3 is Kate Paulowski. Man, she's with a very strong 50. Kate went 36.2. Una was 37.2. Lila out in lane 7, moving strong. She went 36.0 on her first 50, and look at her move up. The dark cap second from the top is lane 7. Lila Wilbur, nation's capital. In the center of the pool, Una Diaz in 4. Lane 3, Kate Paulowski. Kate's got the lead. She went 36.2 there, turns at 3:17. 3:18.8, a full second behind. Lila went at 36.7 out there on the outside, still in third. Ella Zobak with her racing. It's still Kate and Una right here. Una taking a slight lead after that first 50 of freestyle. She threw down 29.5 to Kate's 30.5. Ella Zobak having a very good freestyle on the outside in lane 6. But this is going to be Una down the stretch. All Una. 4:15.89. 6 second, almost drop. That's pretty good. She goes 28 flat on the end. Outstanding. Now, yeah, you should be a little tired. Yeah. Thank God that one's over, right? Oh, yes. That's tough. There's everybody's time. All right. And here comes the music. We're going to be marching out. Good march out, speed. That's Bryce Winzenreed from Excel in the red parka that led the way. But we'll start with lane number 1, Molly Gonzalez from the Academy Bullets. And lane 2, Abigail Bonham representing Nova of Virginia. Machine Aquatics has Elizabeth Bryan. There she is. She's in lane 3. Lane 4, what a swim this morning for Sadie Buckley. Look at that, 4:08. She's only 16 years old, nation's capital. Her teammate Emma Signa getting her bounces in. Very fine morning swim as well. Madison Suchecki, the Suburban Seahawk. You see her right there. Paige Kowal is in lane 7. Academy Bullets. And swimming for Excel in lane 8, Bryce Winzenreed. The meet record we said, 4:05.50, was set in 2022. Team Greenville's Lilla Bognar. Pretty outstanding record. Then again, I don't know any of our records that are not outstanding. By nature, they have to be. You know, with nearly 30 years swim meets and the level of athletes that have been here. Another incredible year. The final 8 of the women's 400 IM. And they're not messing around. Sadie and Emma, 25-8 and 26-2. Good butterfly leg for both girls. They touch almost together. Sadie's 55.5, Emma's 55.9. Sadie looking very strong through that first 50 of backstroke, 30.5. Very nice stroke, good catch, good tempo. Excellent turn, Sadie, 29.8 on that 50. And she leads the way, 155.8. So it comes down to this. You know, this morning these two girls were significantly ahead of the heat, 4:08 and 4:10. Everybody else was 4:17, 4:20. Sadie is pumping the breaststroke, 35.1. And she throws in another 35-1. She can turn and she'd have to go about a minute flat in freestyle, maybe a 58 or 59 to get that record. That's not out of the question, but 4:05.50 from 2022. Team Greenville might be just a little bit much. She turns it a 3:06.52, 35.5 on that breaststroke leg. So she's basically got to go 58.98 to tie the record. That's a lot. That's asking a lot at the end of a 400 IM like this. She's got a good freestyle, no doubt. Outstanding young swimmer that she is. Sadie's first 50, 29.0. She's hit 3:35.59. We could see her first meet record. She's just got to get it home at that same speed with 25 to go. The 16-year-old from Nation's Capital Swim Club coming into the finish. 4 minutes, 4:01, 4:02, and yes, 4:03.07. A new meet record for Sadie Buckley. Right behind her teammate, Emma Signa, 4:09.09. And that's third place going to Madison Suchecki from Suburban with her 4:13.40. Oh, yeah. They're happy about that one. Oh, yeah. Excellent swimming, ladies. Now we move to the 200 freestyle for the men. Young boys, young men. The first being the E final, 16 and under. Max Garbax, Madison is in 1. Benjamin Wysotsky, Waukesha in 2. Nation's Capital. There you go. Finn O'Shea in 3. Victor Gutt, Palatine Park District, is in lane 4. It's him in the white cap center of your pool. Harper Church out of Team Greenville in 5. Manu Mar, Nation's Capital in 6. Toby Nwosu, Long Island Express in 7. And Noah Walker from the Fast Falcons right up the street in Ocala. And out early is Victor Gutt. Victor 22.76. Looking very strong there early on at the 75, already separating himself. The 16-year-old this morning went a 140.61. No doubt he'd like to see that 3 light up. All these guys would like that when you see that 39 instead of 40. It's a pretty cool feeling. 47.56 is Victor at the 100. He was 24.8 there. Can hang on to that speed. It'd be a 37, but we'll see. He's out pretty fast. I don't know if this one's going to be under 25. He's more like 25.8. He's sitting at 113.4, so he can still make it happen here. You got to be that faster to get it under. You can do it. Here comes the field. That's Finn O'Shea in lane 3. Lane 2 is Benjamin Wysotsky. Look on the outside. Manu and a touch. It's Finn O'Shea, 139.32. Victor gets under. He goes 139.56 for second. Third goes to Toby Nwosu. Long Island Express, he's also under with a 139.63. Look at that, 5 guys under. Outstanding first race. Way to go, gentlemen. Going to get us to the D final. D final, boys 200 freestyle. Lane 1, Team Greenville, Will Bridges. Lane 2, Curtis Malone, City of Lafayette. Lachlan Bartholomew, Nation's Capital, in 3. Jamie Brinsfield, Suburban Seahawks, in 4. Aiden Miminovic, Nova, in 5. William Demokus Murphy, St. Andrews, in 6. Charlie Begin, Rockville, in 7. And Patrick Curran, UC, in lane 8, swimming for Aqua Jets. And the boys are all in clean. This morning, Jamie from Suburban was the only guy under in this heat. He went a 139.94. Patrick in lane 8 was a 140.23. So less than 0.3 of a second separated these 8 young men. First place is Will Demokus Murphy with a 22.69, but it is very tight. Will's out very strong in lane 6. And everybody's right there with him. You're talking about really the whole field. Lane 2 looking strong. Curtis Malone. They're going to turn Curtis and then William. Curtis is a 47.77. 5/100ths back. Williams 47.82. His third 50 always makes a big difference. Murphy going after it. He's in the dark cap on the outside, but right here, Curtis Malone holds on. He goes 25.8 to Murphy's 25.9. They're the only 2 guys under. I take that back. Will Bridges, lane 1. They're all after it. Everybody's getting after it here. And now look over in lane number 7. Are you kidding me? Charlie Begin. He did more than begin, man. He's finishing. Charlie, 138.58. That is an outstanding last 50. He went, oh my gosh, 24.77 on the end. Outstanding. Rockville, Montgomery. And there's everybody's times. First 4 guys are getting under. It was an exciting heat, man. Pretty close racing all the way through. The C final is next. Sam Marsteiner, New Wave in lane 1. Owen Miklos, Nova in 2. FMC Aquatic in lane 3 is Matthew Ferguson. Ty Kaminsky, Nation's Capital, in lane 4. Yaron Lee, Nation's Capital, in lane 5. Lachlan Gant, FMC. In 6, Zaki Ibrahim, Excel Aquatics, in 7. And Charlie McQueeston, Atlantis Swimming, in lane number 8. Tyler Kaminsky was fastest this morning with a 139.07. But out first there, Lachlan, 22.06. Lachlan Gant in lane number 6. Looking strong in lane 3 is Matthew Ferguson. He was 22.7 at the 50, but this is still Lachlan with a big lead early, or at least at the halfway mark. He's 46.42. Next to him now, Yaron Lee has turned up the speed here. 24.7 on his second 50. Getting back into this race with Lachlan. Lachlan in the dark cap. Lane 6, lane 5, Yaron Lee. He's really come on now. He's 25-1 there. Lee is looking good, making a move. Both boys turn together. Coming down the finish. It's mano a mano, but it's going to be, yep, Lachlan Grant. He goes 25.7 on the end, 137.71. Outstanding racing there. Gentlemen, good job. Very good job. Okay. And we move on now. C final is over. time for the B finalists. Lane 1, Alex Grokolski, Nation's Capital. Lane 2, Jack Murphy, Academy Bullets. Lane 3, Chase Knopf, Northern Kentucky. Rise Aquatic has Yuri Plaskin in 4. And Jovan Mahakovic, FMC, is in 5. Braden Capon in 6. Cole Nelson in 7. And Drew Cito in 8. And interesting, in the center of the pool, both Yuri and Jovan in 4 and 5, because they are eligible to represent and choose to represent another federation. These guys train here in the U.S., live in the U.S., but they represent other federations. So we don't let them into the final heat, even though they both would have made it with their times. By rule, NCSA only allows citizens in the final heat because we're selecting a team to travel internationally and represent the NCSA. They understand. They're happy to be here. That's just the way it goes. So they're going to be out strong, and that is Yuri out very strong from Rise with a 46.5. Rise Aquatic Club out of Illinois. We had many fine teams come down here from Illinois. I think if I lived up there, I'd want to get down here too. Yuri, 24-4 on that 50, turning it 111. He's going to be in that 36, maybe 35 range if he can get home. Fastest time this morning out of anybody was 136.81. That was London Rising. He'll be our top seed. Yuri turns in a 136.03. Very nice effort. Very good swim. Second to Chase. Chase goes 137.70. There you go. You got them all. Which means it's march out time. And there they go. Made the turn, coming around, headed to their blocks. Indiana Swim Club, you can see that right on the back of the t-shirt Peter Kovacs has. That's him. He'll be in lane 1. Lane 2, Henry Anstein, swimming for the Suburban Seahawks out of Philadelphia. Kai Joyner, Rochester Swim Club, right there in the red cap. London Rising, Greater Toledo, 136.81. Now the second fastest time done in this pool for the day. Griffin Oler, Rockville, there he is. See him there. Luke Vatev, Hornet age group. Lane 6. Benjamin Leginski, Ole Swimming. He's having a heck of a meet. He's over in lane number 7. And Aiden Terrazas, lane number 8, gets in with a 138.25. So 36.8 to 38.2, 1.4 seconds separating the field this morning. Another clean start. Everybody's in. Very nice, strong streamline out of London. Rising in lane 4, and he gets down there quick. Lane 1 is Peter Kovacs. He's getting it out here. He'll be first at the 50. His time's 21.57. Rising 22.1. Vatev 22.4. 8 lengths of the pool. Speaking of London, some of these guys have already booked their tickets. We got more to go. I'm sure there's a few in this event who love to get on that plane. Peter Kovacs may be one of them. He's at 45.6, the halfway mark. Running 24.1 on that second 50. Does he have enough to hang on? Because here come the back half, boys. You know, look at lane 6, Luke Vatev. He's looking very strong. And there's lane 3, Kai Joyner. Those guys are 1-2 now. He threw down 24 ones compared to the 25-3 for Kovacs in lane 1. And they're way over it now. Lane 3 is Kai Joyner, but look out there in 6, it's Vatev. Guys are finishing strong. Luke coming in with a 1:34.66. That is, just off the meet record that Jack Conger set back in 2013. Some great times, though. Look at that. Look at those times all the way across. We're not sure about Griffin. We'll check on his, but that time out of Luke Vatev, 24.01 on his last 50. And he goes a 134.5. Conger's record is held since 2013. Jack Conger, the great Olympic swimmer for the USA, in case you don't recall. 134.27 he did swimming for Rockville, Montgomery. But tonight, very good swim from Greater Toledo. From Hornet age group coach Luke's age group team, Luke Vatev. But here we are, 50 breaths. It's over before you know it. Bam. In the water, Penny, Roji, Swatland, Suseki, Bonham, Loftus, Goodish, and Sheets. The E finalists, the 16 and unders. The 14-year-old Madison Suchecki in lane 4 was 29.83 in the morning, but it's anybody's race right now. And Nova, yes, it's going to be Abigail Bonham, 29.28. Takes that first heat. Madison does get second with a 29.6. There you go, girls. Excellent. There's everybody's times. Very nice first heat. And we go to the D final. Megan List, Sarah Juris, Alicia Budasek, Catherine Boo, Sophie Koroma, Tasha Mantell, Gabby Hoyer, and Sophie Blixt. Okay. Well, we have a touchpad issue, it looks like. At least they were leaning over. They think they got it now. Catherine Boo in lane 4 went 29.58 for Nation's Capital. Sophie Blix 29.80 in lane 8. So it's really anybody's game. Sarah Juris in 2 looking strong. Sophie Koroma in 5 looking very good. They're all looking. It's almost anybody's here. In lane 1, it could be Megan. It is Megan List. Aquajets 29.15 to take the heat. Yeah, she's a happy girl. It's nice to get that outside win. Up next, the C final. Tessa Hansen, Marissa Locklear, Molly Gonzalez, Peyton Garn, Kate Shannon, Fiona Sanjaya, Audrey Deraz, and Abby Moore. Okay. Peyton, the 15-year-old, in the middle of the pool. She was 29.3 in the morning, but they're all so close. Within 2/10 this morning, and look, it's anybody's race at the finish. It is Kate Shannon from New Wave, 29.15. And everybody finishes within a 4/10 or so. How can you do that? Very nice. Very nice. B finals up next. Kyra Patan, Riley McNeil, Maya McCarney, Elizabeth Bryan, Alyssa Bilsma, Ava Laurence, Ruby Esparza, and Lila Wilbur. In the pool, 29.13 was Elizabeth Bryan, swimming for Machine, lane 4. 29.33, Lila out in 8. So, again, 2/10 separating the field this morning. It's kind of crazy. And there it is at the touch. A great swim over for Ava Laurence. 28.56. Wow. Wow, that's a very nice drop for her. It's 29.1 this morning. And here they come. They'll be walking out, making the march down, leading the way. Always a swimmer in lane 8, and that's Olivia Camp from Atlantis Swimming up in Michigan. She's got a good pace going. That's good. She snuck into this with a 29.08, but there's Mallory Ferguson, lane 1. Mallory from Council Bluffs. All right. Bryce Wisenreed, Excel Aquatics in lane 2. Lainey Alderman, H2Oki in lane 3. Grace Koenig-Song, Massa Wildcat in 4. Annika Curran, Madison Aquatic Club, lane 5. Adina Swim Club, Kate Pulaski in 6. Ariana Nikula, Academy Bullets in 7. And Olivia Camp, we said, out in lane number 8. And here we go. Mallory Ferguson, we said right there, the 17-year-old from Council Bluff. Another one that traveled quite a bit of ways to get here with her coach. Former great NCAA swimming star, Kim Small. It's Kim's married name, I'm not sure. Coaching up in Council Bluffs now. Keep it going, girls. $50 breast, down and back. Good start out of Lainey Alderman, the H2Oki in lane 3. Lane 4 is very strong as well. That's Grace Koenig-Song. She's looking to be pulling away slightly here. The record, Lucy Thomas, 27.01. Grace takes this one with a 27.99. The Wildcat. NASA Wildcat, 27.99. Great race. All right, there's everybody. The top 8 times from the women's 50 breaststroke. That gets us to the E final of the boys' 50 breast. Michael Riolo, Bennett Krukenberg, Carter Wachs, Jordan Coe, Noah Walker, Hugh Worgan, Reese Jenkins, and Gabriel Palinkovic. Boys record was set in 2019. That was Anthony Grimm for the Mason Makos. He went a 24-1-4. Looking very strong this first heat. Jordan Coe, New Trier, but at the touch, it's Lane. Oh, it is Jordan. He goes 25-86. Bennett Krukenberg, 25-94. He's a happy guy, yeah. All right, Jordan. Very happy with that time. 25-8. That'll get us to the D final. Billy Grau, Max Fedorovsky, Baylor Perkins, Noah Landry, Jonathan Lombardo, Arthur Zhu, Ben Franks, and Padraic Donnelly. All right. Up quick in lane 2, it's Max. Turning first, I think it's Noah in lane 4. Look over in lane 6. Arthur's got a good swim going. And at the wall, it is going to be Arthur Zhu from Nation's Capital, 25-70. Another heat. Look at those guys. They're pretty happy to do that. There they are. Rockville and Nation's Capital. Those guys race each other all the time, right down the road. And they're happy with it. So, C finalists, Philippe Stolar, George Goffert, Teddy O'Donnell, Joe Warnagiris, Edward Johnson, Henry Crane, Chase Robbie, and Alex Wood. Everybody in the pool. Could be Warnagiris in lane 4 with that red cap looking very strong. Lane 3 is O'Donnell. Look out in 7 and 8. And it's 1. No, it is Joe Warnagiris. And he's 25-5-6. Second place going to Philippe Stolar over in lane 1, 25-6-7. There you go. There we go. B finalists: Charlie Harrington, Jared Goldstein, Tyler Zeng, Grant Golembuski, Ken White, Will Larkin, Parker Van Oltz, and Tanner Spillane. Jared giving out a little yell before. 50 breast, down and back. Really good start out of lane 4 for Grant. And next to him in 5 is Ken White. Strong coming back. It's across the board. It could be Ken. It is Ken White, Nation's Capital, 25-2-1. Second goes to Grant, 25-3-1. Yeah, good job, fellas. They've raced at each other quite a few times, no doubt. All right. And here's the march out. They will be led by Eric Kohler from Nation's Capital. He gets to set the pace. He's got his hoodie on, kind of chill. He looks good. He's already got his goggles lined up. You know, I guess all these guys do. They come walking out. That's 7 out of 8 guys wearing the goggles already on their eyes. I don't know. I guess that gets them locked in. They are the finalists. There's lane 1. J.D. Chen, Nova. Lane 2 is Devin Bone, NASA Wildcats. Lane 3, Noah Chen. Lane 4, Ian Disaway, your fastest qualifier from the Falcons up the road here. Matt Vatev, what a night he's having already. He's from Hornet, he's in 6th. Matthew Wolfley had a great career of racing here. Nova, Virginia. Ben Hines, Webster Bluefins. And then we said Eric Kohler from NCAP in lane number 8. The record 24.14 this morning. Disaway was 24.73, so it's a big ass, 0.6 of a second in the 50. But big things happen in the big house at the big finals. So let's just see. Good clean break. Disaway in lane 4, definitely with the lead at the 25. Lane 5, Vatev making a move as well. Lane 3 is Noah Chen, but it is Disaway, 24.53 to grab the gold. All right, there you go. Outstanding racing, gentlemen, which will get us to the ladies' backstroke race. E finalists today. Lane 1, Annabelle Milwaukee. 2, Allie Hayes. 3, Hadley Petronello. 4, Siggy Nimo. 5, Annabelle Townsend. 6, Claire Christensen. 7, Jane Garlock. And 8, Ali Hrodev. "100 yards of backstroke." 2011 is when Rachel Bootsma went a 50.76 right here in the Rosen Center. And that's held up for the last 14 years. We'll see if anybody's after it tonight. In this first heat, Siggy Nimo, she's out in a 26.61. Very strong in the center of the pool for Siggy. She's going to take this one. Her time, 54.89. Dropped a full second there. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Good job, girls. The D final up next. Elise Block, Verona in 1. Olivia Musick, NASA in 2. Sid Johnson, Stingrays in 3. Paige Berkey, Greater Toledo in 4. Emma Young, Nation's Capital 5. Farrah Klein unattached. Lane 6, Aaron Cass, Machine Aquatics in 7. And Savannah Lurch from the Stingrays in lane number 8. $55.41 for Paige Berkey from Greater Toledo this morning. $55.69 for Savannah out in 8, so less than 0.2. The difference in qualifying these 8 young ladies. Lane 5 looking strong. That's Emma Young, but actually right here, Elise Block. 26.50 in lane number 1. Very strong. You'll almost see her at the bottom of your screen there, but now out on the outside. Still looking like Emma Young, maybe Farrah Klein with her. Lane 2, lane 1. It is 1, Elise Block. She goes 54.72. Next to her, Olivia Music goes to 54.87. 1 and 2, get 1 and 2. Excellent racing, girls. Nice to see everybody dropping times. Heat 3, Fegan Kaminsky, Jupiter Dragons in 1. Celia Watkins, Rockville in 2. Kate Boutry, Nova in 3. Bobby Simmons, Aqua Jets in 4. Kyle Krotz, Swim RVA in 5. Celia Francis Excel is in 6. Waukesha has Avery Antonuski in 7. And Vanya Gojakovic. Oh, in lane 8. I thought I saw a little twitch there, but we'll see. Hopefully nothing gets... We'll see. Lane number 4 is out to a good start, though. That looked pretty good for Bobby Simmons of the Aqua Jets. Very strong. Good underwater there for Fegan Kaminsky in lane 1. Bobby still with that lead, 26.06, 26.2 for Kylie Krotz right next to her in 5. So 4 and 5 at the 75. Bobby Simmons, Aqua Jet, another very strong underwater. She making her way halfway down the pool, and now she's hanging on, and it's going to be Bobby Simmons, 54.47. That's a nice drop from this morning. Winning the heat, always fun to win. There you go. B final, Claire Wilkie, Aqua Jets in 1. Aubrey O'Mackey, Ole in 2. Alexa Braceno, New Albany in lane 3. Ella Antonuski, Waukesha is in 4. Ellie Nierenfeld, Swim RVA in 5. Adeline Biegler, Adina Swim Club in 6. Julia Luca, Long Island in 7. And Leah Nebraska for New Albany is in lane 8. The B final, 100 back for ladies. Very close at the 25. These girls were 54.41 to 54.92 this morning. Julia Luca with the lead from Long Island, 25.92, right behind her, Leah Nebraska. Those girls are in 7 and 8. See them on the outside there. Luca looking very strong in 7. She's going to take this heat. She goes at 53.44. Very nice swim. 27.5 on the back half. Second, there you go, Adeline, 54.1. So good racing, ladies. Very nice.
Good job.
And now the march out music. Here we go. And who gets to bring out the girls in the backstroke? None other than our very own Gabia Gilambicas. And she is from St. Andrews. She's got her white cap on. She's kind of leading. I guess that's a good pace. She's not messing with anybody. Taking her time. But a couple of the girls looking pretty anxious. They're ready. But there you go. Josephine Pillion. She is in lane number 1 for the Blazing Barracudas. Ava Eddy. Always ready for the Stingrays in 2. Greater Toledo has Mia Buff Lane 3, what a great swimming family they are. Nation's capital top seed, Alyssa Segal. She was 51.74. Lane Francis from Nova, you see her there. She's certainly going to be given a good race. Nation's capital also has Mackenzie Corey. In lane 6, Abby Chan from Huntsville in lane 7. And we said Gabia out in lane number 8 for St. Andrews Aquatics. All the way from Boca Raton. It's only about 2.5 hours south of here, but much warmer than the weather we've been having in Orlando. I hear it's going to warm up quite a bit, though, for the age group meet. So if you youngsters are coming next week, don't worry. It'll be in the 80s again. All right, so the girls are stepping in. We said that the meet record all the way back to 2011, Rachel Bootsma, another Olympian, 50.76. Great backstroker for USA Swimming. Looks like a pretty good start. The field's out there. Very nice. Right off the bat in the center of the field, you see Alyssa Segal. She was very strong off her start and her turns. Look at that. Got some outside smoke in 7 and 8 with Abby and Gabby. But first is Alyssa. She's 24.7, me above 25.2. 5.2 for Abby, 5.3 for Gabby. But this is Alyssa Segal. Very strong. Coming out. Does she have enough? Let's see what she can do down the end here. And at the wall, 51.16. What a great swim all the way across. Look at the times. These girls all dropping. It's incredible. Really fast swimming across the board there. I like it. Gabs, 53.18. Outstanding. And she gets 6. That's a great heat right there. 51.1. Only 0.4 off that incredible record from 2011, but maybe next year. 100 backstroke in the books. Time for the men's 200 butterfly. Pretty excited about that. Always one of the key events here. Nation's capital, Samuel Pomajevich set the record in 2017. He went 141.88 in the 200 fly back then. E-final is going to be lane 1, Juwan Zhu, Aquajets, Jamie Arcaris from Nova in 2, Max Garbox, Madison in 3, Charlie Hilton Nova in 4. In the center of the pool in your red cap, Charlie was 150.3 to lead this group. Samuel Kohlhofer, H2 Okies in 5, Josh Heckler, Medina Swim Club in 6, Gabe Schwabe, Nova in 7, and Shorewood Swim Club out of Wisconsin has Ethan Kim in lane number 8. Samuel Kohlhofer, H2 Okie out fast. He's a 23.6 in the first 50. Samuel still with the big lead. He's 27-2 on that second 50. Nobody else under 28. So he's still pulling away, at least through the 100. Nobody making up any ground yet. His time this morning was a 150.96. The 16-year-old H2 Okie goes 28.1 there. Rest of the field's at 29s. There's a 28.4 out of Charlie Hilton. He's in second, but nobody else with a 28. Man, Samuel committed to this swim. Let's see what he's got on his last 20 meters. Yeah, he's feeling it, but he's coming home. He's going to have a great time. Charlie Hilton giving chase. He's finishing strong, but finishing first with a 1:48.98. Samuel Kohlhoff. There he is. Yeah, he's happy. He's a happy boy. Oh, yeah. Let's see it. Yes. He's like, okay, that one didn't feel easy. Last 50 wasn't easy, but you hung on. That was a great swim. So I love to see that. 1:48.98. That's the way to take it under. Don't even need a 49. Go right to 48. All right. The D final is up next. We've got Pablo Pareja in lane 1, Jared Coy in 2, Bryson Andrews in 3, Braden Cape in 4, Charlie Camplin 5, Evan Gluck 6, Jack Michelli 7, and Michael Sabo is in lane 8. Braden was the fastest out of the crew with a 1:49.36, 1:50.38 from Michael Sabo, the 16-year-old from Hanover Aquatics in Virginia. So about a second separated the field in the morning. Pablo Perea, he's out first for FMC with a 23.9 right next to him. Jared was 24.0. Michael Sabo was a 23.9 also, way on the outside, an 8. Sabo outside, still trying to get that outside smoke. Lane 1 and lane 8. Pablo is 51.3. Next to him, Jared, 51.4. Michael on the outside, an 8, 51.4. So 1, 2, and 8 at this point. Got that for your trifecta. We'll see if it comes in. Boys in the middle of the field looking pretty strong, though. There's some coming home now. Lane 5 is Charlie Camplin. He's had some great swims here this week. He just dropped a 28.2. Pablo was 28.6, 28.7. Jared Michael, 28.4 on the outside, still with the slight lead. Even with 25 to go, it's lane 8. But here comes lane number 5, Charlie Camplin off of that turn. It's going to be tight at the finish. 1, 5, 8. It's 5. Charlie Camplin, Marlins of Raleigh, 1:49.06. Sabo, 1:49.35. And there's Pablo Perea third with a 1:49.39. Very, very close. There are the times. Okay, C final. Enzo Fontana is in lane 1 for Nation's Capital. Grant Haley, Rockville 2. Caleb Kameh, Nation's Capital, his teammate. Ryan Southern, they're in 3 and 4. Patrick O'Connor in 5, Academy Bullets. NCAP has Rafa Fontana in 6. Owen Miklos Nova in 7. And Connor Barlata, Nation's Capital, in lane 8. Go, you see the field. This is our C final this morning. Ryan went a 1:48.62. Connor out in lane 8 went a 1:49.35. 7/10 separating the field from the morning swims. And now we're in the pool.
Finalists
Out first, very close heat, Ryan Southern end cap. He's 23-7. Meet record 141.88 from 2017. Samuel Pomajevich, end cap. Very close at the 100. Look at that. It's Caleb Kamei, he's 51.19, and everybody else is 51.8 or better. So they're all still within 7/10. Third 50 usually tells the tale. Who's got it? Who wants it? Who's pumping it? I don't know. Maybe Caleb. He's still in lane 3. Look out in lane 6 is Strong. That's Rafa. He takes the lead. He threw down a 27.9. He's 119.4, but everybody's still right there. Grant Haley, Rockville, lane 2. He went 28.2. See this last turn. Who's got it? Who's popping up? Look how close this heat is. Crazy stuff. Owen Miklos out in 7 for Nova. At the finish, it is 4. Oh, no, it is Owen Miklos. Great hands, 147.99. Lane 4, Ryan Southern, 148.11. All right. Here's everyone's time from that C final. B finalists taking to the blocks. Ryan Smith, number 1. Nova, Joey Coleman, Nation's Capital in 2. Brady Julian, Nova in 3. NCAP's Paul Mullen in 4. Sam Marsteiner, New Wave in 5. Alexander Youngbluth is in lane 6, swimming for Rockville. Jerry Liu, Aqua Jets in 7, and Wyatt Ball, Ozaki, is in lane number 8. Marsteiner at the 50, 23.70. Right with him, Joey Coleman, 23.78. Love seeing those teams pump their teammates up. It's quite an environment here in the Harris Rosen Championship course. Lane number 8 now, Wyatt Ball goes 26.8 on his second 50. Joey Coleman also 26.8. They're both sitting at 50.6 in lanes 8 and lane 2. Ball in 8, Coleman in 2. Lane 7 is Jerry Liu. He's trying to go with the party too. Now Coleman 27.07 to Ball's 27.9. Jerry Liu is also at 27.9. 27.1 out of Paul Mullen in lane 4, making a charge. It may be too late because Joey Coleman's coming home with this one. He's looking very strong down the finish. And he's going to touch first 1:45.61. Wyatt Ball second. Yeah, Coleman's happy with that one. Yeah. A little bump of adrenaline. 1:45.6. We'll take that. Very happy coming from his 1:47.8 in the morning. And here comes the marchers. Guys leading the way, getting some 5. That's David Davis. He's from Marlins of Raleigh. Man, my man's not messing around. He's getting right over to block number 8. He's setting his pace. These guys are on it. A few more of them. Wearing the goggles, some not, but most are. It's pretty interesting to me. Anyway, Ryan Baldwin, he's got his on. He's ready. He's in Long Island, lane 1. Lane 2, Bruno Haggard from the York Swim Club, Potomac Valley. Mateus Rammel from New Wave Swim Club. There he is. New Wave Swim team right there in Raleigh. Nathan Carr, your top qualifier. He's from Aqua Jets. Luke Vatev again back. This guy just swims everything. Hornet age group. Mika Davis, Aqua Jets in lane 6. Dan Janadis, his Academy Bullets in 7. And we said David Davis, who led the parade, Marlins of Raleigh. So on the outside, a pair of 16-year-olds, Ryan and David. The rest are 17 and 18 except for Luke Vatev. That guy is 16 and he's in lane 5. He was 44.60. 44.56 was Nathan Carr. He was the fastest. It took a 47.2 to get into the top 8. Oh, yeah, I love the Ryan's got, man, he's serious. On his chest, he's got the whole Long Island map and logo. His back's all lit up, too, man. Guys, he's like a human art form. Great to see the spirit at this meet, Ryan. You keep it right up, man. All you guys stepping up for your team, doing it. I love it. I love it. Lane 3 is out fast. It's Mateus Rammel. I thought last night he might be Matus or Matthias, but we're going to go with Mateus. Seems like he's working for him. 22.59, looking very strong early. Over in lane 6, Mika Davis was 22.7. Rammel in 3 in the dark cap. Has the lead with a 48.8. Davis 49.1. In second, Nathan Carr 49.3. And 49.6 for Vatev in 5. And he always comes on strong. Now all 4 of those guys on it. Rammel, Carr, Vatev, and Davis in the center of your pool. Davis going to touch first. He threw 26.7 right there for a 1:15.8. 26.2 for Luke Vatev right next to him. But Luke had the fastest third 50. And they touch together with 25 to go. Gold and silver going to come down to Mika and Luke. And it looks like Mika at the wall. Yes, 26.54 gives him a 1:42.38. Only 5/10 off that record from 2017. The boys are happy with those times. Nice racing. Very nice racing. There's everybody's times. And that is going to do it for our individual events this evening. We're going to take a break to do some awards. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer. And once the awards are finished, we'll be back with 3 heats of the ladies' 800 freestyle relay. And then 3 heats of the men's 200 freestyle relay. Stay tuned.
And yes, indeed, it is time for awards. The ladies 400 individual medley doing the walk of fame behind the starting blocks right now. In 8th place, Academy Bullets, Molly Gonzalez. 7th place, Excel Aquatics, Bryce Windsor-Reed. In 6th place, Academy Bullets, Paige Cole. In 5th place, Elizabeth Bryan of Machine Aquatics. In 4th place, Nova of Virginia, Abigail Bonham. The bronze going to Suburban Seahawks, Madison Sachecki. The silver to Nations Capital, posting in with a 4:09.09, Emma Signa. And number 1, posting in with a time 4:03.07, ladies and gentlemen, Lila Bogner used to have the record. It is now Sadie Buckley, our gold medal winner. Congratulations, Sadie Buckley. And congratulations to our gentlemen in the 200 freestyle. Doing the walk of fame in 8th place, only swimming, Benjamin Leginski. Swims for only swimming 136 and change. And I'm telling you, this was a hot heat. Peter Kovacs in 7th place, Indiana Swim Club. In 6th place, Aiden Terrazas of Azaki Aquatics. 5th place, London Rising, Greater Toledo. 4th place, Henry Enstein of Suburban Seahawks. The bronze going to Griffin Oler of Rockville, Montgomery. The silver to Kai Joyner, Rochester Swim Club. And number 1, 32 points to Hornet Age Group Club, Luke Vadev, getting the gold. And the ladies 50 breaststroke are medal winners. In 8th place, Atlanta Swimming out of Michigan, Olivia Kemp. 7th place goes to Academy Bullets, Ariana Nakula. 6th place to H2 Aquatics, Laney Alderman. Block in 5th place, Council Bluffs Swim Club, Mallory Ferguson. 4th place to Excel Aquatics, Bryce Windsor-Reed. The bronze going to Madison Aquatics, Annika Curran. The silver to Edina Swim Club, Kate Pulaski. And number 1, NASA Wildcats, Grace Koenig Song, posting in with a time of 27:99 to take the win. And our focus now, the gentlemen 50 breaststroke. In 8th place, the Webster Bluefins, Ben Hines. 7th place goes to Nova of Virginia, J.D. Chen. In 6th place, NASA Wildcats, Devin Bone. 5th place, Nova of Virginia, Matthew Wolf. 4th place, Nations Capital, Eric Kohler. The bronze to NASA Wildcats, Noah Chen. The silver to the Hornet Age Group, Matt Vadev. And number 1, Fast Falcons of Ocala, Ian DeSasway. In the ladies 100 backstroke, our medal winners, the Stingray Swim Club, Ava Eddy, getting 8th place. 7th place going to Josephine Palang of the Blazing Barracudas. 6th place to St. Andrews, Gabia Columbacus. In 5th place, Nation's Capital, Mackenzie Corey. Huntsville Swim Team, Abby Chan in 4th place. Greater Toledo getting the bronze, Mia Buff. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Lane Francis. And number 1, posting in with a 51.16, Nation's Capital, Alyssa Sagal. And the gentlemen's 200 butterfly, our next focus. And gentlemen, in 7th place, Bruno Haggard, York Swim Club. 6th place goes to Ryan Baldwin of Long Island Aquatics. In 5th place, Academy Bullets, Dan Janatus. 4th place to David Davis of the Marlins of Raleigh. In 3rd place, the Aqua Jets with Nathan Carr. 2nd place goes to New Wave Swim Club, Matthias Remmel. And number 1, Hornet Age Group Swim Club, Luke Veda, posting with a winning time 1:43.16. And again, congratulations to all our award winners. We've got relays coming up in just a few minutes.
We are back. We're back for the relays. This is where it really happens, right? This is where the big points go down. The 800 freestyle relay is thrilling. It is always. You see the teams that are in heat number 1 lining up behind the blocks. The leadoff swimmers are as follows. Arlington Aquatic has Lilla Brock in lane 1, who's going to be going first. Elmbrook's going with Caroline Wanazek in lane 2. Lane 3, H2 Okies are going to have Jillian Wisema. Lane 4 is Team Greenville. I have not received their names yet. I'll try and find them. Ole Swimming has Megan Bluthman in lane number 5. Hinsdale starting with Molly Wadekis. And the Blazing Barracudas. Lane 7 are going to go with Catherine Dorsey. Oh, wait. I got Blazing in 7. Yep. And then lane 8, Nova B team, Olivia Wenner. Okay. That's heat 1. We're going to have 3 heats of the women's 800 freestyle relay. This morning, a lot of teams swam already. Top 3 finishers in the morning. FMC Aquatic with 4-ball, Sun, Kale, and 4-ball. Lindsay on the front, Molly on the end. They went 7:38.5. They're sitting in 3rd place right now. Stingrays team of Sid Johnson, Ava Eddy, Savannah Duffy, and Georgia Verbal. 4 of them win a 7:38.03. They're the 2nd fastest team right now. And then the Academy Bullets B team of Isabella Stanek, Hayden Cruz, Audrey Lindstrom, and Kaylee Dela Cruz. They posted a 7:35.54. So those are your top 3 teams going into the final 3 heats. Heat number 1. The record Academy Bullets set last year. That team went a 7:10.59. Rents, Bow, Ludke, and Kowal. That's a good boys relay. That's the girls 800 free relay record here at the NCSA Spring Championship meet. Got the officials checking out a couple things. Looks like they're just about getting ready. Getting that first heat going on the schedule provided to the coaches. All the swimmers. There's the whistle. And calling them up with the long whistle to attention. I see why I don't have the names for Team Greenville, because they are not here in lane 4. That answers that. Lilla, Caroline, Jillian, Megan, Molly, Catherine, and Olivia leading off the 800 freestyle relay for their teams. $24.82 for Molly Wadikis, the 14-year-old out of Hinsdale Swim Club. Hinsdale, of course, great tradition, years and years of outstanding swimming from that club. And the young one is out at the 100 first, 52.36. I'm sorry, she's 51.84 with a 27.0. 52.36 is right next to her. That's Megan Bluthman for Ole Swimming. And she actually was a little bit faster on that 50 and looks like she's Ole on the inside in the dark cap. Hinsdale and also Elmbrook with a 120 point down here in lane 2. That's Caroline Wanizak. But it's still Molly and Megan over there. Molly on the outside in the white cap, the youngster. She's going to touch first with a 148.89. I'm sorry, 148.73 for Hinsdale, and that's Ole with the 48.89 out of Megan. In the water now, the second swimmers, lanes 1 is Bryn Cameron, 2 Kate Luchin, 3 Lainey Alderman, 5 Katie Dunfield. You see her just doing the flip there. Katie's out with the lead now, 24.6 for Ole, taking that over. Olivia Chavez with her is in lane 6 for Hinsdale. Josephine Pillion, Blazing Barracudas in 7, and Katie Shaps in lane number 8. So, very strong second swim here. 27.58. So that gets her out in a 52 low. This is a very nice swim there for Katie on the first half of her 200. 4x200. Each of the girls goes 8 lengths of the pool in this 25-yard pool. Of course, it is a 50-meter pool if we swim the other way. And that's when they set the world records here back in the 80s. We were going a long course. But here, 29.02, 28.5 down here for Elmbrook for Kate. She's trying to close that gap a little bit. On the blocks that are going to be going in third, Kate Douglas in 1, Jane Johnson 2, Caroline Linkus 3, 5 is Vera Roberson, 6 Alyssa Bilsma, and there's Ole in the water at 3:39.78 with the lead, 29.6 on the end. So that was a great swim for Katie Dunfield. She handed off to Vera Roberson, who's now got the lead in the dark cap right in the center of your pool. 6 is Alyssa Bilsma, we said. Charlotte Dusser is for the Barracudas in 7. In the water is Kate Boutry in 8 for Nova B team. Out there in the red cap, top of your screen. The girls from Ole in control at this moment. Hinsdale not going away, and neither is Elmbrook. 29-7 there for Vera. She's hanging on. 28-7 is what Alyssa Bilsma right next to her just did. So she made up a full second in that last 50, and here she comes. Looking at lane 2, that's Jane Johnson in the dark cap for Elmbrook. She's making a move too. Now it's come down to this last 50 for these three girls. Are all turning right about even. 32-0 for that 50 on Vera. It's probably not what her coach wanted to see. The other girls are 30.0 and 30.2 on the same 50. It makes it a little tough. You give up that much space in such a short time. Now swimming really strong for Hinsdale, finishing up Alyssa Bilsma. They've got the lead. Right behind them is Elmbrook in 2. They're 5:36.07 and 5:37.32. Out in lane number 8, the Nova B team, Brantley Patterson just took the handoff from Kate Boutry, who also had a very strong third leg. The rest of the girls in the pool, lanes 1, Jackie Furches, 2, Sophie Schneider, 3, Catherine Durbin, 5, Aubriel Mackey, Cameron Mesker in 6 for Hinsdale with the lead, Chloe Gustin in 7 for the Barracudas. That's Brantley Patterson in lane 8 in the red cap, trying to make up some ground. 28-2 and 28-4, so they're pretty even on that lap. Cameron for Hinsdale in lane 6. And Brantley for Nova B team out in lane 8. In the water in lane 2 is Sophie Schneider for Elmbrook. 28.98 and 28.71. So 2/10, almost 3/10 is what Brantley made up on that 50. And now they turned almost even as they come down this last stretch. Who's it going to be? Hinsdale? Or is it Nova B in the outside? Nova gets them 7:27.62. 28-0 on that last 50 for Cameron Mesker. I'm sorry, for Brantley Patterson. Just overtaken Cameron Mesker. We got the second there. Two really good relays, 7:27 for both. Very nice effort. Okay. Heat number 2 of 3 finals heats up next. Rockville Montgomery right here in lane 1. Gabrielle Day is going to go first. Marlins of Raleigh, Victoria Buffum in lane 2. Emma Young will lead off for Nation's Capital B team in lane 3. Lane 4, FMC has Sarah Palinkovic in the white cap there, lane 4. Just to her left, Suburban Seahawks have Nola Waldbusser, who is going to be leading off their team in lane 5. Ella Houston for New Trier in 6. Morgan Thompson for the Aqua Jets in 7. And Addie Koenig-Song for NASA Wildcats out in lane number 8. And it is Addie Koenig-Song, 25-1 with the early lead, lane 8. Still with the lead, 52-6-3 for Addie. That lane 8's been a pretty hot lane. A lot of people like it. Good, fast, middle of the pool. Now we're getting a big, strong move from Suburban. That's Nola. Good 50 there. She threw down a 27.5 right in the middle of her 200. That is jumping on it. Nobody else under 28.7. So you can see how she just left that field. That's some good coaching, Charlie Kennedy. Nola Wildboozer, she's coming home strong to give off to Caitlin Colasar. Addie Kone-Song is going to be second. 148.24. Addie hands off to her sister. Addie's 150.28. 150.58, excuse me. But the lead still in lane 5. That's Suburban Seahawks. In the water for them is Caitlin Colasar. The other girls swimming in the pool, lane 1 is Celia Watkins, 2 Madison Schmitz, 3 Eleanor Saybolt, Sarah Jurison, 4 Sylvia Deladuca for New Trier, and 6 Bobby Simmons Aqua Jets, and 7. And as we said, Grace Conen-Song took the handoff there from her sister Addie. And they're out in lane 8, certainly in the mix. Suburban still with the lead. Caitlin, her 50 there was a 28.2. We had a 27.6 from Sylvia right next to her. 27.9 out of Madison. Swimming for the Marlins over in lane 2. .64 was the 50 split for Caitlin Colasar. Still a little bit faster, another 28.6 for the Marlins. Madison, everybody else, so nobody really catching her. And she is going to hand off to Caroline Whitney, who's in the water now. And she goes 3:40.34. Looks like 152.1 by my math for Caitlin. Very nice swim. In the water now, lanes 1 through 8. Anna Nishinans, Hannah Wooten, Ariana Cortez Martinez, Anna Pansing, Caroline Whitney, Margaret Litzow, Grayson Andreen, and Layla Migletta out in lane number 8. Layla went a 25.1 on her first 50. And looking very strong. In lane 5, Caroline Whitney still holding on. She was a 28.1, and so was Layla, a 28.1. It was a 27.7 for Grayson on that second 50 in lane 7. And a 27.4 out of Ariana for NCAP, the B team in lane 3. And keep an eye right here on this 50. 28.9 for Caroline Whitney. Suburban hanging on to the lead. There's 28.8 for Ariana in lane 3, creeping up. Nobody else under 29 on that third 50. Anchor legs stepping up on the blocks. Annika Kai, Annabelle Townsend, Catherine Boo, Karina Miller, Madison Suchecki, Ryan Vender, Claire Wilkie, and Sophia Friedstadt. But first in the water, still Suburban Swim Club. 28.9, 5:31 is going to give her roughly, like a 150 point for Caroline. And now on the outside, so Caroline handed off to Madison Suchecki, and the white cap flipping in the middle, but that's Sophia Freistedt on the far outside making a big run. She's out in 24.6. And compared to 25.4 for Madison. The 14-year-old, Charlie, puts his youngest girl on the end and says, okay, Madison, let's see what you got, baby. I like it. Good plan. So far, she's hanging in there. 28.2 on her second 50. 28.5 was the second 50 for Sophia out in 8. You got a 27.7 out of Claire and 7. And look at lane 2, Annabelle Townsend. Is that 3? I'm sorry. That's Catherine Boo. Trying to get it back here. 28.6 for the youngster Madison, hanging on with 50 to go. Now she's got that kick up. All Charlie swimmers have this back half in their 200. That's outstanding. You love seeing that. College coaches will notice that. They go, oh, those girls from Suburban, yeah, they can really finish. And they touch the wall at the finish. Boom. 28.6 on the end. It didn't pop up. They were definitely first. I don't know what the final time was. I don't know for sure, but they definitely won it. Suburban Seahawks. In their heat, Nola, Caitlin, Caroline, and Madison with a good, tough finish. So those are not correct results. Suburban Seahawks pad didn't malfunction, but the rest of them probably are correct. So good times across the board with one heat to go. The last heat is going to be Madison Aquatic Club in lane 1. Bryn Sundell is going to lead them off. Maddie Bynum, Nova of Virginia, is going to be in lane 2. Adina has Faith Lamar, who's leading off in lane 3. Sadie Buckley leading off for the nation's capital, top seed A team. Long Island is going with Vivian Zangaro in lane 5. 6 is Karina Dye for Long Island's B team. Their A and B team right next to each other. Academy Bullets A has Ariana Nikula and Emmy Meyer. On the outside in the red cap for Waukesha Express and Coach Blaine. All right. This one's going to tell the tale. The record is 7:10:59, set last year. Academy Bullets, that was one heck of a team. Rentz, Bo, Ludke, and Kowal. In the center of the pool, 24-64 for Sadie Buckley. And the nation capital team with a slight lead. Faith Lamont. Adina right next to her. Yep, and now Faith is taking the lead in lane 3. She went 26.9 on that second. She's 51.7. Long Island now has the lead, 27-4. Okay. Long Island. And Vivian goes a 1:46.71 for lane 5, Long Island. gives them a nice lead. 148 with Sadie and Nation's Capital. .5.6. Very strong in the center of the pool. In the water, Jane Garlock, Lane Francis, Libby McCarthy, Emma Signa, Alex Sigel, Sasha Karafin, Paige Cole, and Ella Antonuski. Slight lead for Sasha Karafin. For Alex Siegel, the Long Island A team in 5. Very close with Emma Signer and Libby McCarthy. 3-team race. .28.4, 28.4, 28.6 for those girls as they're going to come in and hand off to the third swimmers on the blocks. Abigail Frumout, Emery DeGunther, Lydia Cameron, Ginger Strickland, Kara McDonald, Julia Luca, Tess Stavropoulos, and Ava Jewell all heading into the pool right now. But lane 5, Kara McDonald took that lead. 3:36.4. That means it was 149 high, maybe. Given my rough guess on Alex's split there for Long Island in 5. As they take over the lead, very strong now with Kara in the pool for them. Ginger Strickland for Nation's Capital still hanging in there, and also Lydia Cameron, Dana. 27.2, 27.5, 27.9. So Kara still pulling away. All the Speedo signs down there and the kids going crazy. Come on, let's go. Gets pretty loud in here. Pretty exciting. This is a meet you want to get to. 28.3 for Kara. 28.5 and 29.0 for Ginger and Lydia. So still creeping away from them. The Long Island Aquatic Club A team. Kara's going to hand off to Una Diaz. We know how tough she's been. 15-year-old is in the water. 5:27.85, so it gives her like a 151 roughly. And we'll see what Una brings it home in. .50 would be 17, yeah. She's out 21.5. Are you kidding me? Is that right? There might be a little hitch on that timer. Because coming up right next, 23.4, it is Nation's Capital. Anchor is Alyssa Sagel coming up on Una Diaz. Alyssa looking very strong right here. She goes at 26.5 to 27.9 for Una. Might have been a little quick on that first one. But Alyssa Sagel, if you know she's coming behind you, you want to get going quick. She's serious. Swimming for Dana, Adeline Bigler right here in the dark cap in the foreground. But this is now Alyssa Sagel just taking off. She's going to have a great final split. The girls from Minnesota now seem to be taking over the second position as they come down to the finish. It is Nation's Capital 7:13:47. An outstanding swim on the end there for Alyssa Sagal. For all the girls, Sadie Buckley, Emma Signer, Ginger Strickland, and Alyssa Sagal, your champions in the relay. For the ladies, that's going to get us to the men's final event. 3 heats left. The 200 freestyle relay this morning. Stingrays win a 124.58. Nova is second with a 123.38. And Reach Aquatics win a 123.15. That's what these guys are all shooting for. Heat number 1, these are the 50 is going to go fast. Ozaki, Rockville, Huntsville, Palatine, Hornet, Marlins, New Trier, and St. Andrews. St. Andrews on the outside. That's Cash Venus leading off for the Scots. They were in that outside lane in their 800 free relay last night in this heat. It was a big heat winner. Fastest coming into the wall. Look at lanes 4. That's Matt Vatev in 5, and he touches first with a 20.92. Very nice swim for him. Now they're really moving on these second legs. O'Connor, Lee, Wester, Gutt, Pavlik, Davis, Coe, and Jared Burke on the outside with a good split. Moves his boys up, 20.73 for him. Fastest split, though, was Burke out of that crew, 20.7, so made up a little ground for his boys from Boca. But the center of the pool, look at that lead. Wow, there's a 19.35. 19 for Hornet. That was Luke Vatev, of course. Scots get a 20.9 out of Connor Brindley. And their anchor leg now is William DeMocus Murphy. But the win goes to 20.8 on the end, 221.9. For the Hornets, second, 122.91. Palatine and the Scots of St. Andrews were third with a 123. Great racing there, boys. The second heat is up. Waukesha, NASA, Elmbrook, Nation's Capital, Suburban, Hinsdale, Greater Toledo, and the Webster Bluefins out of Niagara. Leading off, Wasatsky, Bone, Gundrum, Zoo, Anstein, Solgia, Jenkins, and Frenzel on the far side. Okay. See a few more of those sub-20 swims like we saw out of Luke Vatev dropping his 19.3. Great start in lane 2 for the Wildcats, a 20.69 for Devin Bone. And I'll tell you, Noah Chen got off that block. Other in the water, Brody Carlson, Dean Amble, Finn O'Shea, Emery Hess, Matthew Glod, Cole Peters, and Ben Hines. Look how close it is. Another good exchange for the Wildcats. They hang on to the lead. Chen gives way to Stolar, Philip Stolar, also in the water. Wayner, Hu, Grakowski, Ivory, Malulis, Quizno, and McCormack up in the top. Look how close this heat is. Oh my gosh. 20 points all the way in lane number 2. 20.68. They're at 101.6, and they're holding the lead. In the water, anchor legs, Chen, Chung, Lapau, Coleman, Brinsfield, Chase, Rising, and Miller. And it is a finish. Look at that. Wow. Incredibly fast teams across there. They take it. They're happy. And they're happy for the Wildcats. 20.07 on the end for the Wildcats. That was Ethan Chung. He's a happy boy. And their team is now in the lead, 121-67, with 1 heat to go. Final heat, stepping up to race. FMC, Pablo Pareja in 1. Academy Bullets, Braden Nagel 2. Aquajets, Mika Davis in 3. 4, Kaplan, Aiden Kaplan for NASA. 5, Andrew Vanas. He'll be leading off lane 5 for Nation's Capital. They're calling him back down for a minute. See what's going on. The 6 is Calvin Provost. New Wave, Griffin Oler for Rockville in 7, and Eli Holmes for Rochester in 8. And here we go. The record was set back in 2015. Jones, Seliskar, Goddard, and Shabbat, 119.55. So basically you have to average a 19.8 to get that record. And there may be some teams here that can do that. These big boys are up and cranking. Lane number 3 with a great turn. That's Aqua Jets. Mika Davis. He touches first with a 20.03. 20.05 was Aiden Kaplan. In the water now, Gant, Capon, Landry, Babu, Phillips, Flamont, Metler, and Leisure. They're going to hand off to these third swimmers. And at the halfway mark, Rohan Babul throws down a 1998 to give his team, or 20.2. Sorry, Babu. Got a couple 19s in there. O'Donnell there in the center in lane 4 is going to touch first. O'Donnell for NASA, his split was 20.3. These guys are just cranking in the water. Ferguson, Murphy, Curran, Cornu, Lee, Watts, Fisher, and Joyner. Lane number 4 is Evan Cornu. Oh, he hangs on barely. 1972 on the end. And I think we got to check some of those times. This says New Wave was second with a 20.3 on the end. The end cap, we got to go to check that relay finish, but that was a heck of a swim. 120 point. All right, so that gives us another over the hump night done. We have 6 sessions in the book, 6 sessions remaining. We will be back on the live stream first thing in the morning, 9 a.m. If you want to join us for preliminaries, our public address announcer, Mike, will definitely take care of you. In the evening tomorrow night, we'll be back here kicking it off around 5:25 with a 5:30 p.m. first event. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow. Aloha.